You know, usually when I do these type of videos, I try to pick like the bigger artists. If you haven't seen any of my other discovering discographies, I've done Drake, Kanye, Juice, Lil Wayne, Tyler, Youngboy, Lil Baby, like y'all get it. But you know, I'm a little tired of it, I ain't gonna lie. I want to show some love to the smaller guys. And so the two I wanted to do the most was Lucky and Yeat. Pause. So I asked y'all who I should do, and Yeat won. So yeah, today we're gonna be going through all of Yeat's albums. I am very excited for this video, because as of late, Yeat has been one of my, if not favorite rappers. As of 2023, him and Youngboy got a league of their own, listening to his shit every day. But I've only fully listened to like 2 or 3 albums. So today I'm gonna take the time to listen to all 7, and not just listen to them, rank them. Yeah, man, you already knew from the title we're ranking all of Yeat's albums, the ones that Spotify classifies as his albums. If he has some random shit on Soundcloud that only his diehard fans know about, I'm sorry, it's not happening. For the albums I haven't listened to, it's gonna be off of first listen. So yeah, take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt, but these are my dead ass opinions. I'm gonna tell you what I think. If it's good, if it's ass, if it's mid, I'm gonna just tell you whatever my ears are hearing, man. Anyway, man, yeah, like I said, I'm pretty excited for this. At the moment, I only have 69 like Yeat songs. By the end of this video, I'm hoping that number doubles. And last thing before we get super into this, are you unaware that we stream? Well, don't be. This is an awareness announcement. Yes, every Friday and every other Friday we're doing subscriber competitions on stream. It gets crazy. Hits for hits. We got people roasting each other. Just join the streams and the Discord for real. And you know the usual, man. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and comment who you want to see next. But until then, let's get into it. Yeat is already out here breaking discovering discography records. This gotta be the shortest album I've ever listened. It's not even 20 minutes long. Hey, I'm not mad at it. I didn't really want to listen to this for longer than 20 minutes. This is his first album, Wake Up Call. And you know, no offense, not trying to dick ride, but you could tell it doesn't even really sound like a Yeat album. It's clear he hadn't found his sound yet, and the production not all day. Like you get it. It low-key sounds like one of your friends sent you their music, and you're like, it's actually not horrible, but would you ever listen to it for real? No. Anyway, yeah, like I said, short album, only 7 songs. My top 3 would have to be Admitted, Stay Up, and Pilot. Here's how I felt about everything in general. And you might be wondering, why am I shit talking the album like this when I said he went 5 for 7? Well, Mr. needs to get off my dick. Those 5 songs basically barely got likes. Like, they probably got likes only because I like the nigga. Potential is there, but the album is not it. When ranking it, I think it's E tier. I wouldn't have any of the songs on it in my rotation. Wouldn't play it for other people. I'd honestly only use them to see how much better he's gotten. But yeah, that's my thoughts, man. I'm ready to move the hell on. I ain't gonna lie, in the past like 365 days, this gotta be one of my most listened to albums. I'm not saying it's the best album I heard in the past year, but when we talk about favorite, oh, it's up there. It just got better and better and better every listen. Alive is that gas, man, I ain't gonna cap. Also, this is 2 years after that first album, so he had plenty of time to find his sound, and he found it, then delivered this masterpiece of an album. My favorite 3 songs are definitely Every Sunday, Feel It, and XOY. Gotta mention Die Before, War 1, Back to Bed, Lifted. Actually, bro, just look at the thing. These are the songs I thought were good, bangers and misses. Yeah, I think he went 19 for 22. Only 3 songs I wouldn't listen to, and my God, would I not listen to him. Now, when it comes to the ranking, this A tier. I ain't gonna lie to you, Mike. This is an A tier album. It's like one of them ones I'm gonna put on my fucking wall with a bunch of other albums I like. Now, what I will say, it'd be hard as hell to match the song with the name because they do kind of blend in. And I also don't really think it needs to be 1 hour and 3 minutes. Like, Yeat doesn't make music where I want to listen to an album from him for an hour. But I guess this one get a pass. And yeah, that's my thoughts. Let's move on.
See me up like it's Benny Bachi. Sorry about that.
Another tough album from Mr. Yeat. This is my first time listening to 4L. And yeah, this shit nice. The first half more than the second, to me, I ain't gonna lie. And for that reason, I think Alive is a better overall album. But this album is definitely more top heavy, with some of my favorite songs being Going Back to Ella, Off the Lot, and then Money Twerk, easily the best 3 songs on that album to me. I think What the F should be mentioned, and then Teslas and Rovers. Here's my breakdown, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, I don't think this album was perfect, but definitely a good listen. I would tune back in and just blank out all the misses. I would give this album a solid B. The first half is really tough to me. I really like the bangers on it, but there's a good amount of bullshit on there too. Let me once again let it be known, this was off of first listen. Maybe some of those songs could grow on me, but right now, B tier's a good ranking for me. I thought it was solid. On to the next.
Yeah, my money big body, my money talking. No, I don't need you, I really don't want you. My money been twerking, my money do dancers.
Classic, classic, classic. I'm pretty sure this is the album that put Yeat on for real, and I could see why. Fire. A lot of people have it as his best album. It has a lot of his TikTok songs like Get Busy and Money So Big, and it also has my favorite Yeat song of all time. Honestly, a top 10 favorite song of all time ever. Drum roll please. Twizzy Rich. It is definitely one of the songs I have listened to most in my life. My other two favorite songs to go along with that probably Deserve It and Money So Big. I would also consider Yaya. And yeah, this is my overall outlook on the album. Now, I don't think there was a whole lot of heavy bangers, but it was a pretty consistent album. Only 4 misses to me. I think he went 18 for 22. And yeah, I like this album. For the rankings, I got it in A tier, and I cannot confidently say it's better than Lyfe. I ain't gonna lie. That's my shit. If you think so, I wouldn't argue against it or whatever. Just personal preference, I guess. But also, this is my first time fully going through Up To Me. I always had heard a lot of the songs on there, but never took a real listen. And yeah, I'd say I'm satisfied. Off to 2 Alive.
I need my drugs, I need my love. Bitches pulling up in this sucker.
This was kind of mid, not gonna lie. Besides that first one, this is probably the worst. And it's not even like it's trash or nothing, but like I said, it's mid. It started getting a little boring at a point, and I don't know, just not my favorite, not really my cup of tea for real. There are a few standout songs, my favorite being Poppin', Never Again, and Lil Geek. Here's the overview. I felt like there were a lot of songs I was giving the green light because it was maybe just barely above mid, but of the 20 songs, there's only probably 6 I listened to for real. So technically, I'd say he went 16 for 20, but I was giving out a lot of mid passes. This is a pretty easy ranking for me. I got it in C tier. Like I said, not counting that E tier ass first album, this is definitely the worst, and I don't even think it's a discussion for real. I think I forgot to mention I don't rank deluxes, but I do like some of the deluxe songs from this album. Dub and Hater being the best, and then, you know, Big Tonka. But enough of this snooze fest, man. It's time to move on to Lyfe.
That little bitch like young. I bought a yours today. Penny all year like a bird.
Now this is without a question to me Yeat's best album. I think this album is the peak of his sound, and like 80% of the bangers are playlistable. Yeah, this is probably my favorite Yeat album. Better than Alive and Up To Me, I'm not gonna lie. Nigga was just killing every beat. My favorite 3 songs are System, Out the Way, and Crank. Flawless is tough, Talk is tough. I think there are a good amount of bangers on this album. Plus, it's only 12 songs. I'd only give 1 song a miss. I didn't like Got It All. But besides that, it's 11 out of 12. Short and sweet, 30 minutes, my type of shit. It didn't really feel like he was experimenting at all. Just doing what he knew he was best at, and it delivered. Now with these rankings, I told y'all I think it's the best album. It can only go in S tier. This is damn near a perfect album to me, and so it gets treated as such. Anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on the album. Now it's time to end it off on his last drop. It came out sometime earlier this year. So I've had time to let this album marinate since, you know, last time I talked about it in a quick review. And honestly, it's marinated pretty well. I don't think it's his best album at all. Wouldn't even put it top 3, but I'd definitely say it's pretty decent. A lot of random noises and experimenting all over this shit. When I first listened, wasn't a fan of a lot of it, but since then, a decent amount of it has grown on me. Like, I didn't like Rave Party at first, but now I think it's pretty good. Just getting more used to the music. Now, my favorite songs are low-key hard to choose. Some To Do is locked in there, one of my favorite Yeat songs. I would say Myself, and then probably 7 Nights or Back Up. Here are the other songs I thought were good, misses, bangers, you know the usual. I think he went 18 for 22. I seen people like that song with Youngboy Schmunk. I'll be the first to tell you that shit is ass. It has gotten better a little bit since I listened to it, but for the most part, that shit stinks. But yeah, decent little album. One of my more listened to albums this year. Definitely has grown on me. Could have been better, but again, not bad. Ranking it, I think it's B tier. Pretty solid B. I say it's on the same level as 4L. As you can see, I like the other albums a little bit more, and that's pretty much the ranking. Hey man, that nigga Yeat got a tough discography. I really feel like it's not talked about enough. He's definitely one of them, at least to me. I get it, you know, a lot of his songs be blown up on TikTok. Maybe it makes you cringe a little bit because of that. But he's a really tough artist, bro. I like his music. And if you haven't been able to tell, he's one of my favorites. And now that I listen to all of his shit, I'm tuned in. Let me know who I should do next. Like the video if you like the video. And also, I'm gonna start making playlists for these discovering discographies. Just like the songs from the artists that stood out to me the most throughout their whole shit. I don't know when I'll be able to get back and do the other ones, but the Yeat one should be in the bio. If I forgot to put it there, you know, somewhere along of me trying to post this video, just remind me in the comments and it'll be there. Just check the bio, it already be there. I got these dogs in my yard, nigga, beware. Cartier glasses, I can't even see here. I'ma load up this 50 if he wanna be weird. We don't get hit with it 50. I'm going about 90 while off of this 60. My chopper hungry, that nigga not picky. I'm gone off this shoe, got the red looking trippy. Okay, what the fuck, I think I'm tripping. Been swerving it, big body, boom. I got this new 22, I can't wait to go shoot it at you and your motherfucking crew. If life is a game, it shit already over. like, why did you play just to motherfucking lose? I'm drunk as the fuck with your boo off this booze. You wanna get at it, come on, what's the move? Come on, what's the move? Check, check, one of the move, check, check. I had to move.